Skinner and Demoulas in Richfield Springs and Turnbull Insurance Service since 1866 present Mohawk Valley Living, exploring the arts, culture, and heritage of our region. A special good morning to Mel and Toby, tuning in on their Florida vacation.
Good morning and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living. We are heading to Old Forge this morning where it is very snowy. I was there for part of the day, but then I had to exit stage left very quickly, so I didn't get to see the second half of the show. It will be new to me as it is to you, so stay tuned as we watch it together.
Watch the Daytona 500 on the big screen at the Uptown Theater today. There's free admission for all ages, with 2 race cars on display, live music, food, and drinks at the House Bar. Fun begins at 11:30 this morning at the Uptown Theater on Genesee Street in South Utica. It's time for the Skinner and Demoulas road trip. We stop into Richfield Springs, where they have a full line of Jeeps, powerful Rams, and Ford trucks ready to take on any challenge. This week, we follow the snow and take a scenic drive 1 hour north of Utica into the Adirondacks. We're heading to Snow Lover's Paradise, Old Forge. And what a beautiful drive. Everything blanketed in white.
The Mohawk Valley. Let's see what we can see.
The winter carnival may be over, but there's still plenty of snow and winter left to enjoy. Old Forge has attracted visitors for generations, but living here and vacationing here wasn't quite as easy a couple hundred years ago. The Goodsell Museum sheds light on the lives of early settlers and vacationers to this Adirondack town. It is free and open year-round.
We focus mainly on the township of Webb. We are the largest township in New York State, area-wise square footage. We are totally within the park boundaries. We have a full-time population here of under 1,700 people. When you come in the summer, you see lots of people here, but come Columbus Day, it's like every place else, we pretty much empty. But we have a rich history here. We started with logging, ice cutting, what they used to call sports, were people that came, gentlemen mostly, that came up here to hunt and fish. Our guides, local guys took them in the woods to do that. Not a lot of people came here. I mean, until Dr. Webb put the train in 1892. That's when we really started to roll, because it was more convenient to get here.
Saturday night, you knew everything and told me what was right. There was day trips and fishing trips and camping in Saranac Lake. Long gone the innocence, I surely miss those days. It's been a long, long time for me.
If you have yet to visit View, the new multi-art center in Old Forge, there's always something to see and do here. From national and local exhibitions and performances to workshops all year round. Currently in the gallery is the new exhibit, The Wildlife.
It's about wildlife. We looked at what people here in the winter, what visitors and what people living here would really be interested in looking at. And one of the things people in the Adirondacks love is wildlife. It's part of our experience here. So we got artists all interested in all looking at the relationship with animals in different ways. Some just as a beautiful phenomenon of nature, and some really talking about the interaction between human and animals. So we brought in elements of weaponry, and we talked about that relationship with animals and that they're hunted. Many of the weapons actually use animal parts on them. And taxidermy, creatures that were living and native here in the Adirondacks. So we've got photography, sculpture, painting, and a wide variety of things to kind of think about what is our relationship with wildlife.
View makes it easy to keep artistically active during the winter months, with workshops in jewelry, basketry, photography, writing, fine arts, and pottery. The new pottery studio has plenty of room to stretch your creativity.
This space is wonderful. It's 3 times as large as our old space. We have a capacity for 11 people on wheels. We have several large tables where people can do hand building projects. Well, people can come in for their regular classes. We have a wheel thrown class at night with Maria Mundo. That has been filled up lately, so we've had really good response to that. I teach a hand building class in the daytime where we're working with slabs and coils and building casseroles and different square dishes. Because clay is fun to work with. I think it allows people to be creative, and people just seem to really love the whole process.
Visit viewarts.org to find out about current and upcoming performances, exhibits, special events, and workshops to keep busy all winter long. If you're looking to play in the snow, McCully Mountain has plenty of it. This family-friendly ski resort has received tons of natural snow this year.
A fantastic year, off to a great start, and good snow throughout our President's Week, and a President's Week is so important to business, and we've had a great one. We will be operating right through March, and we want to encourage people. March is the best month for skiing. Warmer temperatures with all of that great base that we've gained throughout the season. Coming up, our next big event coming up is after our Snowmakers Ball will be our Kandahar Ski Festival, which is a big race series of over 200 ski racers that first weekend of March. Well, not just a great addition to what we do here in Old Forge as far as bringing people to recreate in the area, but it's a wonderful facility for our locals too. And you'll see all of the local kids hopping off the school bus on weekdays, and everybody's up here on weekends.
Well, good times may come and good times go, but one thing stays the same.
Stay tuned for more from snowy Old Forge later in the show.
It lets me know I'm home. I'm making this valley my home.
Watch Mohawk Valley Living on Fox WFXV every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. and 11 o'clock p.m., followed by an encore. And now also available on WUTR every Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m.
Yes, I'm making this valley my home.
Here's what's hot on the lot at Skinner and Demoulas. Drive the exciting new Dodge Dart for only $149 a month with a new 24-month lease. $29.99 cash or trade due at signing. Drive away in this exciting new technologically advanced compact sedan at Skinner and Demoulas in Richfield Springs. Get your sled out on the trails. Call Turnbull Insurance and have a snow adventure tomorrow with complete snowmobile insurance protecting you and your sled. Call 735-9201 and get out on the trails. Don't miss Masters of Tradition celebrating Irish music on March 2nd, when Martin Hayes brings together 7 of the best artists in Irish music today. Visit hamiltonpa.org or call 859-4331 for tickets to the Welland Hall Schambach Center for Music and the Performing Arts at Hamilton College. Celebrate the first sign of spring during Sugaring Off Sundays. See sugaring demonstrations, have a taste of Jack Wax, enjoy children's activities and the Empire State Carousel. A full pancake breakfast is served from 8:30 to 1 every Sunday in March during Sugaring Off Sundays at the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown. Savor homemade soups, sandwiches, quiches, and salads at the dessert booth in Clinton. And check out their fresh new look. Serving lunch Tuesday through Saturday and dinner Friday nights. See their menu on Facebook and save room for dessert. Save up to 50% during the winter clearance at the Village Crossing. And check out the transitional fashions arriving daily at the Village Crossing in Clinton. Shop Tom's Natural Foods and feel good with over 150 herbs and spices and a full line of dietary supplements. Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton, naturally. Beef burgers and sandwiches served with homemade potato chips. Or enjoy a dinner special with a beer, draft, or wine at Cosmos Cafe, Hannaford Plaza in Clinton. February is Winter Madness Month at the Little Falls Antique Center and the Shops at 25 West. Get out of the house and explore the ever-changing selection of antiques and the most unique collection of items from dozens of artisans and shopkeepers. Choose from a great selection of chocolate and candies and an exciting array of diamond, gold, silver, and fine jewelry. Also check out the brand new pet department for cats, dogs, and birds. It's Winter Madness Month at the Little Falls Antique Center and the Shops at 25 West at Canal Place in Little Falls.
Country, searching for my soul, looking back on my old used to be. Moving along.
Special thanks to Turnbull Insurance Service and Mark and Jim Turnbull. Their continued support makes the show possible.
And the trees all whisper hello. My old friend, it's good to have you home. Why did you go?
The Mohawk Valley Center for the Arts in Little Falls presents Local Arts. We visit nearby Forestport and the studio gallery of artist Constance Smith. Here she creates Adirondack landscapes and wildlife art on canvas, fungus, saw blades, tinware, or any other surface she chooses, even turkey feathers. She's always looking for new ideas, but painting is nothing new to Constance.
Oh, well, I was 5 years old, and I've been painting ever since. I was a art major in high school, and college I went to Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, and I'm an interior designer by trade.
Oh, okay.
So art is in my blood, and if I didn't have my art, yeah, I'd probably go bonkers. I've done many, many things in my life. I worked for 2 industrial designers and did a lot of drawing and offices, interiors for offices for them, through them. Made scale models of industrial machinery.
That's
and
quite a bit different than the nature things you do.
yes, well, I live near the Adirondacks, you know, and so I've been to the Southwest. I've painted in New Mexico and Mexico and other various places, but this is my home, and I also go to Monhegan Island for 20 years off the coast of Maine, and I can't sell those seascapes in upstate New York, so I've started to do a lot more Adirondack work since I've been back here to stay.
You can see Constance Smith's turkey feathers on display at View in Old Forge, in conjunction with the Wildlife Exhibition through April 28th. Water's Edge Inn and Conference Center, Old Forge's premier lodging destination, presents Adirondack Journal.
Good morning, I'm Gary Van Riper. Welcome to Adirondack Journal. We're at Macaulay Mountain this morning, and when you think of Macaulay Mountain here in Old Forge, you tend to think of the downhill skiing. What a lot of people don't realize is right across the parking lot from the downhill area are some fantastic cross-country ski trails. There are several different loops here depending on how much time you have, and they're all very safe, being dedicated to cross-country skiing. You don't have to worry about running into a snowmobile or vice versa. Here's Steve from the center to tell you all about it.
Well, one of our best kept secrets here in Macaulay is our cross-country trails. We have over 20 kilometers of groomed, maintained trails, wide enough that you can skate, or it's also set for a traditional track set for those traditional cross-country skiers out there. One thing neat about cross-country is it's all up to you and Mother Nature. You don't have to rely on mechanical means. If the power goes out, what do? You can't alpine ski, but certainly you can cross-country ski. And it's just the easiest way, the best way to get out into nature. We're separate from the snowmobile trails. We're up here we have over 1,000 acres here at Macaulay, and we utilize those trails to get people sort of away from the crowds, yet you're still fairly close if you need to get back to the chalet. Well, the terrain here in the Old Forge area is perfect for cross-country skiing because it's not the radical uphills and downhills that you find perhaps in the high peaks of the Adirondacks. It's much more gentle terrain, so more suited for the intermediate cross-country skier or beginner. But certainly there's plenty of challenge, and you're going to find a lot of that here in Macaulay. But they're easy to avoid. If something looks a little too difficult, you just make another turn and you can avoid that. We do have an inexpensive race for our cross-country trail. It's only $5 for a day use ticket. It is also free all through the month of March. So we encourage people to come on up through the month of March.
If you don't currently own cross-country ski equipment, or maybe you want to try the sport for the first time, you can stop at Mountain Man Sports on Main Street on your way to the mountain. They can hook you up. You can rent equipment just like they did for me here. And you can hit the trails and add another page to your own Adirondack Journal.
There was music in the air. There was music all around me. There was music everywhere.
In 1866, James B. Turnbull walked to farms and villages to visit his customers, earning their trust. Today, the fourth generation of Turnbulls continue that dedication, tailoring a life insurance plan to suit your unique needs and priorities. Turn to the company that is out there to earn your trust. Turn to Turnbull. You keep saying you're going to do something about your back and joint pain. Call Dr. Michael Tucherone, one of the area's only K-laser therapy chiropractors, the most advanced, non-invasive treatment of acute and chronic pain. Call 853-6225 and embark on your wellness journey today. Oscar's Picture Framing offers hand-finished molding and restoration of antique frames, restoring history for the past 42 years. Oscar's Picture Framing, 12 Kellogg Road, New Hartford. Shop Shelter for one-of-a-kind handmade gifts unlike anything you'll find elsewhere. Jewelry of sterling silver with inlaid stones and fossils. Adirondack frames, mirrors, and rustic furniture. And custom furniture designed by Jim Kiefer. Shelter, Main Street, Old Forge. Escape the cold winter days in the tropics at the Pop Butterfly Conservatory. Your winter doldrums will be swept away by free-flying tropical birds, butterflies, plants, and frogs. An unforgettable adventure for all ages. Open all winter long, Thursday through Sunday, noon to 4, on Route 7 in Oneonta. Meelan's Meat Market is your meat headquarters, featuring low-salt, low-fat smoked ham and store-made kielbasa. Every hot dog, beef patty, and sausage is made by Bob Meelan himself. You'll find everything from store-made meats to fresh salads and tabbouleh at Meelan's Meat Market in Clark Mills. Feel the need for beads? Fall Hill Bead and Gem is a kaleidoscope of glass, crystal, stone, and wood beads, minerals, gems, and Herkimer diamonds. Design personal jewelry for your friends and family on West Main Street in Little Falls, across from Paca Gardens.
Hi, Dr. Tom. Bringing your cat to the Paris Hill Cat Hospital on Sundays is a part of Mohawk Valley living. Come inside and see why.
Paris Hill Cat Hospital, this is Lindsay. How can I help you? Hello, Mrs. Cole. Your cat is losing weight and you need an appointment? And you're only available on weekends. Sure, I have an available appointment with Dr. Karen Sunday at 2 p.m. Does that fit into your schedule? Okay.
We're open 7 days a week because we know that your cat can become ill anytime. The Paris Hill Cat Hospital, quality care for your cats and kittens.
Growing young, virgin tongue, all your songs yet unsung. On a knees with the bees, let's go climb up that tree. Let's stay this way forever. Let's stay this age forever. Hold my hand, and here we stand with our toes in the sand. I kiss you.
If you're looking for a break from your outdoor winter fun, the Strand Theater is a longtime Old Forge tradition. Seeing a movie is just the icing on the cake. This beautifully restored theater is a museum of nostalgia for movie lovers.
I guess since the Strand will be 90 this year, what we tried to create is something that ties the present to the past, as seamlessly as possible, so that that gathering spot that so many generations have experienced, that the current generations can also experience, and we want it to always be here. Like the camera collection, we display vintage cameras, and now they're getting more and more vintage because film is going away, and customers have responded by donating their cameras. They clean out their attic, and instead of going to the landfill, the cameras come here and get displayed.
I can't stand it when you're not around. I don't know quite what to do with myself. So if you have to leave me tonight, now, baby, just don't come at all. When you're gone, you know just what I'll do. I'll cry the whole night through, 'cause I'm missing you and all of your kisses now, baby. All of your
Old Forge attracts people from all over the country with its beckoning Adirondack charm. Artist Greg Klein has lived and painted in Nebraska and Colorado, but he and his wife were drawn to the rugged beauty of the Adirondack landscape.
I like painting a lot of the waterways, the river and the lakes up here as well, and the tree, especially particularly at around sunset or sunrise, just to get that nice light. I just like the feel of old buildings, the way they make me feel, and the interesting shapes they have as well, and shadows. I just find it very fascinating. I grew up in the Midwest around Nebraska, and I lived in Colorado, and actually when I started painting, I was living in Colorado at the time. And then when I moved up here, it didn't really change a whole lot. I'm still fascinated by the same heavily wooded areas, and the Adirondacks are a beautiful spot, so it really can't go wrong. I think it's the challenge of getting better down the road, improving myself. I still think I'm halfway to where I want to be, so I'll probably be like that when I'm 62. So it's always there's always a great improvement for growth and improvement. So that's what keeps me going.
To learn more about artist Greg Klein and see his work, visit his website, gregkleinart.com.
Driving down the road down in South Carolina, couldn't see the clearing road. Ran into a big Sioux with
Old Forge is known as the snowmobile capital of the East. With over 500 miles of snowmobile trails, there's plenty of adventure to be had. You can check out the hottest new sleds at Smith Marine. And right next door, RPM Snowmobile Rentals offers a great way for families to explore the Adirondack Winter Wonderland.
Well, there's lots of, I feel like it's a big wilderness. If you're into nature, that's definitely what it is. Nature out there, and there's a lot of places to go. I mean, Stillwater. I send people around. The Stillwater, Racket Lake. There's lakes. If you like to ice fish, you can take your sled out on the lake, ice fish. A lot of people do. We got a lot of people doing that. But you can get around it. Like I said, there's 500 miles of trails. They always come back with a smile on their face, and we get a lot of repeat business.
I came rolling down the hill, down into the Mohawk Valley. Train pulled into Union Station. One passenger.
On Main Street, we stop in to visit one of our sponsors, Shelter, to see what Jim Kiefer's been up to. He doesn't have much time to talk because he's busy working on Adirondack rustic furniture. It seems people who visit the area want to take it with them to make the Adirondacks part of their home.
Singer-songwriters in downtown knew one picker was I who came to play. There was music in the valley, there was music in the air.
If you're looking to warm up with an espresso or latte, Ozzy's Coffee Bar is the place for visitors and locals alike. You'll also discover crisp green salads and fresh hot paninis. The cafe was the vision of the late Kirsty Sutherland. Her husband, Eric, is carrying on her dream.
It was my wife's idea. She was out of town on a trip and saw all these places in these strip malls and said Old Forge does not have a coffee bar, and she likes her high-end coffee, so Ozzy's Coffee Bar was born with that idea. One of the things Main Street was lacking, in her opinion, was healthy, good food. She was a diabetic. She needed to eat good food, not lots of starches and carbohydrates. So she wanted her fresh salads, her soup, stuff like that. So again, it was something that wasn't really being offered here. So we decided to start doing those things. Well, this is her, so I have to keep going for that reason, but it's here. I want to keep it open. Our locals love it here, our out-of-towners love it here, and without this place here, we have a void on Main Street, and we need to keep this going. So,
Ozzy's Coffee Bar is located on Main Street in Old Forge. It opens at 7:30 a.m. Tuesday through Saturday for breakfast and lunch, and of course, coffee.
It's not what you take or give, and it's here I want to live. Yes, I'm making this valley my home.
Here's what's hot on the lot at Skinner and Demoulas. Drive the exciting new Dodge Dart for only $149 a month with a new 24-month lease. $29.99 cash or trade due at signing. Drive away in this exciting new technologically advanced compact sedan at Skinner and Demoulas in Richfield Springs. Tour the exhibits at the Oneida Community Mansion House. On display, the beautiful braidings of Jessie Catherine Kinsley and the exhibit Wartime at Oneida Limited. And visit the new museum store, open daily year-round on Kenwood Avenue in Oneida. Oscar's Picture Framing offers hand-finished molding and restoration of antique frames, restoring history for the past 42 years. Oscar's Picture Framing, 12 Kellogg Road, New Hartford. Maureen's back from the gift show and excited to share her prizes with you. New items are arriving daily like Innis Perfume and Cologne, capturing the natural energy and strength of the Emerald Isle. Visit Cobbler & Company in historic downtown Sharon Springs. Shop Clinton Wine and Spirits, a small-town wine shop with a world of wine. An excellent variety of Cabernet, Merlot, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Grigio from around New York and around the world. All at Clinton Wine and Spirits, Hannaford Plaza in Clinton. Expecting the guys for football? Don't fret. Just call Deansboro Superette. They've got delicious Middle Eastern platters and their famous 4-foot Mega Monster sub. Call 841-4377. Get your sled out on the trails. Call Turnbull Insurance and have a snow adventure tomorrow with complete snowmobile insurance protecting you and your sled. Call 735-9201 and get out on the trails. If you're in a collision, you need Precision. Call your insurance company first and then choose Precision Unlimited, providing expert auto body collision repair since 1987 on Route 5 in Clinton. Shop the fun and frugal Newport Marketplace. Over 40 vendors of treasures, antiques, unique gifts, Amish baskets, and new and handcrafted items. New items arriving daily at the Newport Marketplace on Route 28, just 20 minutes from Utica, Little Falls, and the Valley.
I can't stand it when you're not around. I don't know quite what to do with myself. So if you have to leave me,
I hope that you enjoyed our trip to Old Forge. Well, it wasn't really our trip, their trip. I hope to get up there very soon, and especially to have one of my very favorite soups in the world, corn chowder. So maybe I'll go this week. In the meantime, be sure to tune in next week, and between now and then, enjoy Mohawk Valley living.
honey, I got to know you. Ain't got no money, but I got plenty to show you. Honey, honey, meet me on the river road. Chi-chi Raposo got a head like a bee.